winter is coming.
Hello everyone, welcome to our first collaboration video. Woohoo! So today we've been invited to do a collaboration video with other YouTubers, and I believe they're mostly from the UK, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'll put their logos and their names up here for you. So the problem is though with this collaboration, it is how to prepare for winter camping. For those of you that don't know, we're in Australia and our winter is your summer and vice versa. So we're sitting here with beanies on and it's 23 degrees.
We're roasting.
So we might do this collaboration just a little bit differently. So these are things that we would do to prepare for our winter.
Step one, take the beers out of the fridge. You don't want them getting all frosty. And even the wine. Number two, setting these babies on winter mode. And number three, chuck us a beanie there, love.
There you go. Well, I guess that's us then. In all seriousness though, we have been to Tasmania, and if you haven't seen our Tasmanian series, please have a look at it. I'll put the link up above. I think it's this side. And we did go down there for a month, and it did get down to -6 in one of the areas we slept in. So we did have some preparation before we went down there, and we did a winterization video before we went. But we have discovered a bit clever gadgets and a few more things that we have to help us through.
Stuff we'd like to share with you.
Before we start though, let's get out of these winter clothes. Yes, we're wearing togs underneath. Togs, yes, that is an Australian term. Swimmers. I should start learning some UK sayings, like...
Bathing suit.
You're right, love. Let's get started,
So,
shall we?
This was like a Zoom call.
Yeah, it's a Zoom. Anyway, let's get to it.
Oh, it's too hot. It's going to be a cold one this year. So one of the things we recommend, especially when we went down to Tasmania, just before that we drilled underneath the bed, we actually drilled ventilation holes so that the mattress stayed nice and ventilated and it didn't actually get damp from any moisture that was in the air, and it helped it breathe. We also fitted an electric blanket because there's nothing better than having a nice warm bed to sleep in at winter. It helps you sleep, it makes you feel so much better about being out in the van, out camping in the colder weather. So we put a dual zone one because I get hot at night. I don't really need it, but Sandy loves it. She likes to have a nice warm bed to get into. I'm happy with it. These are really good. They only draw 55 watts. They are 240 volts. We do run it off the inverter, but we only put it on half an hour before we go to bed. We've got a nice toasty bed to get into at night.
One essential that I could absolutely not live without in winter is our diesel heater. I'm sure most of you already have one of these or some sort of heater. We decided to go with the diesel heater because it takes the moisture out of the air, or it prevents condensation in your van. But this little baby will heat up our van, I reckon, in a matter of 5, if not 10 minutes if it's really cold, and I really would not live without it.
So as Sandy said, another one of our problems, especially in winter, and especially in winter for you guys, would be condensation. And there's a couple of things that we use to stop that happening in the van. One of them is that we have window vents that we can leave permanently in the front, wound up. They slot into the window, and you can wind them up, and they're safe and secure, and they give nice ventilation into the vehicle. We have a max air fan. If you leave it on extract, that just draws a small breeze through the vehicle all the time. And then when you're drying stuff out with the diesel heater, especially like wet clothes and that, we've got hooks that hang up inside like our clothes, so we can dry them while the diesel heater is going. And the max air fan and the vents work in conjunction and keep all the moisture out. But when you wake up in the morning, there's always that moisture on the window, and we have this little thing here. It's really handy. It's $120 for us, but £60 for you guys. It's a Karcher. It's like a window vac. I think it's called Karcher window vac, and it's really handy for getting rid of that condensation in the mornings off of the windows and suck up all that extra moisture that's in the van that builds up on the window ledges, and it collects it in this nice little bottle, which I believe just unclips. Which unclips, and you can tip it away. It's rechargeable.
We haven't used it yet.
And the other thing is, we can't show you condensation because it's too bloody warm here at the moment. So, because it's raining, we did the window on the outside for you to show how well it works. But these are awesome. They're a little game changer, and it saves you just making towels wet, and you've got to dry them out. This gets rid of the water straight away, puts it into this little container, which you can just pour down the sink or just tip out on the floor.
Insulation is key to staying warm in the winter. So we have got these window covers. Now, where do we get them from? Do you know where we got them from? I constantly do this.
Camper vans.
Some estate camper vans, but you can really feel the heat, the temperature difference in the van as soon as we put these up. It really keeps us warm, and when you've got that diesel heater on, it keeps that heat inside for us. But they are useful in summer as well to keep the heat out. So really, for both, you really can't go wrong with window covers. When winter finally arrives, you may want to go outside. We found this awesome fire pit that literally sets up in less than 2 minutes. It comes with its own carry case, and it's flat for easy storage. It also has a heavy duty base plate to protect the ground, and it's only 7 kilos, which is good for me. I can't lift anything that's really heavy. What better way to be warm and cozy outside in winter with your favourite beverage?
Well, that's all from us, guys. I hope you liked our hints and tips. We tried to help you out as best as possible. I know we're in Australia. We know you're up in the northern hemisphere. It's going to get a lot colder for you, and it's going to get a lot wetter for you. But that's what we do here in Tasmania. Please check out the other collaborators.
We will put links below to all of the YouTubers that
have collaborated, yes.
Collaborated with us. They are wonderful van lifers and beautiful people, so please go check them out. Well, it looks like the sun's come out for us now, so we hope you enjoy your winter and you rug up and keep safe, but we're going to go enjoy our summer. I actually quite like the beanie. I might keep it on for this video. It's keeping my head warm, even though it's 23 degrees. In all seriousness... Oh my god, it's hot! Anyway, let's get to it.
Oh, it's too hot!
You can't pass on. In all seriousness... From... an RV store.
That was
cold. In all seriousness, I can't say this.